Lovely ones. This little idea that we know that we're on a journey, and it is a journey, it's a life journey. And we know there's going to be a beginning, and there was a beginning, and there's going to be a middle part, and then there is going to be an ending. So as we are journeying through our life, let's think about this like going on an actual journey. You're going to be packing a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to be getting ready. You're going to get prepared. And along the journey, you're not really sure what lies ahead and what's going to happen. So we might fill ourselves with all kinds of trepidation and pack emergency kits and band-aids and swabs and all kinds of things, flashlights, extra snacks. And we can take some emergency stuff with us just in case. You know, my mum was great, always that. Everything was just in case, just in case. So we always had this just in case. And then I really grew up with that. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Whenever we would go somewhere, my suitcase would always be the biggest. And guess what? It still is. Because I've got a million things in there that are just in case. It's ridiculous. Got to stop that now. Oh my word. So let's imagine that we're going to go on this journey and then we're going to just encounter whatever it is. Whatever's going to be ahead of us is going to be part of the journey, and it's an unknown, and we are going to allow for the unexpected because there's only so much planning we can do. And then after that, we've just got to let go and let God and trust ourselves to be in the journey in a way that taps into our intuition and guidance. And when we get a sense of, that's not the right way to go, or no, that's probably not my best choice, and we feel that as a certainty within and we trust it, we are exercising that trust muscle. And then we start to walk in a journey or in a space of our being present through our journey, where we are connected fully to the parts of us that can access our intuition and guidance, and the part of us that is just motivating to go and activating. When we get on, as we're going through this journey, so many of us get to a point where we say, but I want to get to the point where I'm enlightened. I want to get to the point where I'm awakened, or I want to get to the point where I'm not struggling. I want to get to that point. But it's a journey, my sweet peas. It's not a destination. There is no destination. We are constantly evolving, and we are constantly growing our awareness through many incarnations and soul journeys, many experiences through many, many times. And then we also have the history of all the experiencing that is part of our family's heritage that they give us. So we've got multiple experiences here and in and around us, and we're still trying to get the point. The point is not coming. The whole idea is that we are moving towards more and more enlightenment, more and more awakening. And that means that this is a journey, that some of the terrain that we're going to move across, there's going to be ease and flow and a sense of peace and delightfulness, and we're going to love that part. And there's going to be other parts that are really tough, really hard to maneuver around and through, really frightening and very precarious, and all the other things that a journey could offer us. Many ways to show up in this world. So a lovely one was saying to me today is that sense of connecting to that, oh, I'm here, I've got it now, I've got it. And I'm awakened and I'm aware and I'm here and I've got it. And then the disappointment comes in. It's like, oh, but now I had it and now it's gone. And did I ever really have it? And we start shaming and blaming and doubting ourselves. And then we don't really get to the point, because the point is this elusive butterfly that we cannot catch. Imagine how hard it is for the people who have these Damascus experiences, where they have a bolt of lightning awakening. And it's like, wow, we can see it all. We can see the whole picture. We get all the feelings. We have a moment of massive awakening. And then what do you do with it? Now you still got to do this life, and there is tricky terrain in it. And there is some really creepy corners and some really funny people out there. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do it with this No, don't touch me. Don't touch me now. Do not mess up my happy little bubble space that I'm maneuvering through this life. I want to stay in this little fabulous space. If our mindset goes to trying to maintain the high illusionary point, the high point, if we are trying to maintain the illusion of that, we have got to live in an illusion. We've got to surround ourselves with a whole bunch of barriers and fences, boundaries and limitations. And essentially, then, what we are doing is we're locking ourselves in again. We are separating ourselves from this life and this experience and the abundance that it has to offer us because we're willing to have the whole range and have the whole range of all our emotions and all our feelings. We're willing to have that or not. Are we only ever going to be, I'm the fabulous, perfect being, my awakened one? We want to unlock this story and we want to move gently along our journey. If you were walking along and taking a hike and you were going to go hike up to the top of the mountain, and imagine at the top of this mountain you would have your Damascus moment and you would receive enlightenment and you would be all so fabulous. Then what are you going to do with it? Stand up there on the top of the mountain through all the weathers and all the everything else and just maintain that place, that space, because that's when you receive the gift? What are you going to do? If you're going to continue your life, you're going to have to walk down that mountain. And that means you're going to find some tricky footing going down that mountain. And you're probably going to be a little bit tired. But when you get to the bottom, into the valley of that, so what are you going to do now? Are you looking up for the next pinnacle that you can climb upon and reach? And maybe you will, or maybe you won't, or maybe you'll just sit down in the valley and bathe in the stream a little bit and dance in the sunlight. And then you'll take the next big mountain. And then you'll move up towards that one. Then you stand at the top and you feel that there's clarity and openness and expansion. And then you enjoy that. It's a journey. It's just a journey. Let us let go of the shaming and the blaming and the hardship that we give ourselves by trying to imagine that we have to reach a point. I'll get there. Where is there? There is no there. Do not even begin to start playing in that place because you're going to frustrate yourself so absolutely. Honor you for where you are right now in this moment, whether you're feeling like you're down in the pits of the valley, or whether you're feeling like you're standing on the pinnacle and enjoying the magnificent view and feeling the elation of life. Where are you? Or any place in between. But every place in between from where you are now to where we are moving gently, graciously and gradually towards is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Every step is perfect. Be mindful of this step, this moment, this place where you are and what it is that your being is resonating. What am I feeling and what is my truth and how am I in this? And the greatest gift that we can give ourselves here is to simply be aware of ourselves along our journey. The moment we do that, we are very much in a higher mindset already. Not performance orientated. I must do this to be in a better mindset. It's not performance orientated. It is an awareness of self being in the space that you are, in the way that you are, and allowing yourself to be in that space, in that way, at that time. Allow, allow, allow. Whew, allowing, aware, deserving, and taking the journey. Step by step, my sweetie. And we're all here together and we're taking the steps. And if you fall, I'm going to hold your hand and lift you up. And if I fall, I hope you'll lift me up too. So that's what we're doing. Just walking next to each other as we go along. And we're expanding who we are through this reality, a gracious gift of a life. So much love to you. Really enjoy this day and enjoy this moment and everything that is showing itself to you now. It's perfect. Perfect. Thank you for you.